I need to speak to you about something.
Sure. I'm through here anyway. Just let me get my purse and I'll be right back.
Thanks a lot.
Larry, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah. Courtney and Duke were looking for you earlier.
When was this?
About 10:30. They stopped by Tom and Margot's. Courtney ended up spending most of the time talking to Franny. She seemed pretty upset. I had the impression it had something to do with you.
Exactly the same thing earlier this evening.
Yeah, well, all you have to do is look at him holding that little girl and realize he looks just like a commercial. Not Barbara, though. She's more uptight these days than she's ever been.
Jennifer, before I was thinking that I might love you less, but coming in here and seeing you, you are still the most beautiful baby in the world to me. That's what makes this so hard.
She would never have to know.
But I'll know. Every time I look at her, I'll know. How could you have done this to us, Barbara? You led me to believe that I was happier than I ever thought possible.
We both were.
No! It was a lie. The whole damn marriage was a lie. I'm sorry, Jennifer. Shh, shh, baby, shh. It's not your fault. Shh, shh. None of this is your fault.
When was the last time you spoke to Emily?
When she was in Japan. I've tried calling her hotel in L.A., but the desk told me that she and Paul checked out. I thought they had switched hotels.
Not exactly. Paul's back. Got in late today, and Paul and Emily have split up.
What? When did that happen?
I don't know. I don't know any of the details, actually. Paul's putting on this kind of macho act like he's all fine. I thought he might let his guard down if you went over and spoke to him. He's at the carriage house. I think he's still awake.
Oh, sure. I'll go right now. Listen, I'll drop you off.
No, that's all right. I have something I really need to do before I go home, but I'll walk you out to you.
Oh, before I forget, I have a favor to ask. I know that Bob is feeling pretty cut off and alone right now. So I thought maybe you and Courtney could hang out with him some night. Take him out to dinner, movie, something.
Yeah, sure.
Thanks.
Night, Patty. Night, Dr. Stewart. Bye, Andy. Nice to finally meet you.
Yeah, you too. See you around.
And the mouse and the cookie lived happily ever after, the end.
But I'm not most men. I'm a professional wrestler.
Ooh, I love professionals.
It's amazing how fast life changes. I mean, 3 years ago, we're in that cottage, trying to get pregnant. Now we're in this huge house, 2 kids, another one on the way.
Yeah, and pretty soon our life is gonna be about changing diapers, cleaning up spit up, a lot of sleepless nights.
And I see no reason why we should waste any more of our precious time.
She's back asleep. I want us to talk. You left here earlier without saying a word.
What do you want me to say?
I know I should have told you the truth in Scotland. But if you remember, you pleaded with me. You begged me to come home with you.
Well, so now this is all my fault?
No, no, of course not. I'm just saying that you made me believe that we still could have a life together. When I left for Rome that night, I had no reason to believe that. You told me you wanted me out of your life. You told me you wanted a divorce. Now, I'm not trying to shift the blame, Hal. Just can't you see how I could have thought there was no hope for us?
Yeah. I can understand that. What I can't understand is how on your first night, You know, when you went away, I was so cut up I couldn't look at a woman for months. You sure didn't have any problems, so did you, Barbara?
I was alone and miserable. And he was kind and he comforted me, and I just wanted to feel like somebody cared about me.
Was he a good comforter?
If you think that Kim should forgive Bob his one night with Susan, why can't you forgive me?
Because this is just a little bit different. Your infidelity created that little girl who was asleep down the hall.
And you just told her that you love her as if she were your own. You know, Adam could be a very painful reminder to Tom about your time with Margot, but Tom doesn't look at it like that. Tom thinks of Adam as his own son. Biology doesn't make a father. It's being with a child, day in and day out. Isn't that why you decided not to tell Adam that he's really yours?
So what you're saying is that since I've already agreed to live with one deception, why should I have a problem living with another?
Before I told you all this, you told me that I could tell you anything. Anything, and you would understand.
Well, I lied. I mean, you can understand that, can't you? Because you've been lying to me for every minute of every day since we got back from Scotland. How dare you? How dare you?
Do you think it's strange that Darryl Crawford isn't going with his wife up to this clinic?
No. I mean, she's going to be in intensive physical therapy. They won't have much time to spend together.
Well, I know that, but I mean, if it was me, I'd want to be there for moral support, if nothing else. It's not like you can't afford it.
When I think of Darryl back in high school when he was dating Margot, ugh. Well, I mean, his family wasn't exactly poor, but certainly couldn't afford any frills. He wouldn't have even gone to college if he hadn't gotten that athletic scholarship. To think of him now, so wealthy. But even with all the success, I feel kind of sorry for him.
Yeah, I know. Must be tough to be that rich.
I don't mean that. I mean, he feels so responsible about Carolyn's paralysis. Well, I mean, after the ski accident happened, they were a long way from their lodge, and so he picked her up and carried her back. Then when they did find out that she was paralyzed, I guess one of the doctors told him that, well, he shouldn't have moved her. That's a hard thing to live with.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Mm.
Oh, I saw Susan at the ER. She said to say hello to you.
Oh. Well, I hope she doesn't have to work there all night.
Andy stopped by the hospital a little while ago, and he said that you were pretty bummed out. And that it had something to do with Emily.
I'd prefer if you heard from her, Susan.
Well, it could be quite a while before I hear anything from my daughter. She doesn't seem to be informing me about very much in her life these days. I don't even know where she's living in L.A. at
Look,
this
why
point.
don't you just try Gavin Kruger's big beach house up in Malibu?
What are you saying?
I'm saying that I would really prefer if you heard from her, okay? I'll tell you one thing, that it's over between us.
Are you sure?
She gave me back the ring.
I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say.
How about I told you so? I imagine that's what a lot of people will be saying. Look, I don't mean to blame it all on Emily. I mean, it's not all her fault. Looking back, I can see that all the signs were there that she wasn't as ready to commit as I was. Stuff she said, like she was afraid she was gonna hurt me, that we should take it slow. But I didn't care. I blocked that all out because I loved her so much. I wouldn't dare look at another woman. Obviously, her feelings weren't as strong.
Are you saying that, she and Gavin are...
Yeah. Thanks to my mom.
Barbara? What has she got to do with it?
My mom set the whole thing in motion. She got Gavin Kruger to transfer Emily out to L.A.
I know that she was concerned about you rushing into things, but I can't believe that your mother would actually conspire to...
Yeah, I know, right? Who could be that manipulative, right? My mom can. Courtney overheard her on the phone with Gavin Kruger shortly after New Year's, thanking him for arranging Emily's trip to Japan. She did it as a way to keep Emily and me apart. I confronted her about it tonight. She admitted it.
You know, I would do anything to work things.
So happy to see somebody in my entire life.
I figured it was too late to call or ring the bell or anything, so...
I have so much I need to tell you.
Look, can I just talk first? Because I rehearsed what I was gonna say on my way over here, so...
Okay, go ahead.
I just wanted to say that I acted like a jerk. I shouldn't have blown up.
No, you didn't. You were
Court,
right.
let me talk. Like I was saying, I know that in your own misguided way, you were only trying to help.
I was. Paul was so angry because he felt like we were all ganging up on him. And he was set on confronting his mother. I thought if I told him the truth, it would slow him down a little bit.
It just had the opposite effect. I mean, Paul went over straight to his mom, told her that he knew about the phone call to Gavin Kruger, and just went off on her.
Does that also mean that she knows I'm the one who overheard it?
No, you didn't tell her that part. I don't want to talk about Paul and his mom anymore. I mean, they'll work it out themselves, I guess. I just wanted to come over. I just want to put things right between us, okay?
Okay, me too.
Friends again?
Friends.
I'm surprised Emily didn't call you herself and tell you what was going on. She knew I was coming back here and that it would all come out.
I'm not surprised. Whenever Emily feels that she's gonna get busted for something, she...
When I think of everything I put in my hair to make it shiny, more manageable, and all it took was a touch of VO5.
Time for no reason, so I didn't say anything. Until right before she got on the plane for Japan, I just couldn't take it anymore. So I asked her right out if she was involved with Gavin.
She probably denied it.
Yeah, she denied it. But then when they got back to L.A., I walked in on them up at his beach house in Malibu. She said that she had such a hard time telling me because she knew how much it was going to hurt me.
I'm sure that's true. She really does love you. In a funny way, you know, I think you were too good to her. You put her up on this pedestal and she got dizzy from the height. A lot of women would love to be loved like that, but Emily just makes her nervous.
I don't know. Doesn't she realize that she's never going to be able to feel totally secure about Gavin's feelings for her? Just like she wasn't about my dad's feelings for her. You know, in some weird way, I can't help but think that's some big part of the attraction.
I hate to say it, but I think you're right.
Susan, can't you see that she deserves better than that?
We all see only what we want to see. I hope you can see that what you deserve is somebody who really appreciates everything you have to give. And as much as I love my daughter, I'm afraid she just doesn't fit the bill. I know this is hard for you to hear right now, but it was probably inevitable that this would happen. Better that it happened now than after you were married.
You scared me.
Yeah, well, I scared myself.
You know what I've always admired in you? Your ability to be reasonable and understanding. Like when Margot told you the truth about Adam.
The truth that turns out that you had known all along.
But as angry and as hurt as you were, you finally did see things from Margot's point of view, and you forgave her.
Oh, I really wasn't all that noble and forgiving. Took me months to get over that.
Why can't you give your wife the same kind of consideration? Where are you going? Hal? What are you doing?
Packing and leaving.
Hal, please.
Don't push me, Barbara, because I am very, very close to the edge right now. You know, it's true that when I found you in Scotland, that I begged you to come back with me. But I also asked you at the time if you had been involved with anybody else like Brian.
It wasn't Brian, and it wasn't Franco.
Point is, I asked you and you said no. And then you let me go on making excuses for your behavior. You let me put words into your mouth.
And don't you see how much more difficult it was to tell you the truth after that?
Fine. I will take the rap for that one night in Scotland. I will not take the rap for every night since.
Hal, you have told me time and again that you are happy with me, that you are happy with your life. I am the same woman who loves you. Jennifer is the same little girl.
No, you're not the same woman. See, that woman I loved, that woman I trusted. This woman is a lying slut. Boy, I think I better get the hell out of here.
Oh, God, no, please. Please, just stay, please. I'll sleep in the nursery, please. Please, Hal, if we can get through this one night, I know we can get through this. I know it will take time. I'm not asking for any promises.
Good, because I don't owe you any.
Just think about the little girl down the hall. She needs you, and she loves you just as much as I do. Give me the antacid tablet.
Sweetie, I love you.
Tom? I don't think we're gonna get any sleep tonight either. I just had a contraction. Fine, the contractions are still pretty far apart, so we're not panicking. We just want to know if we can drop Adam off on our way over to the hospital.
Well, of course.
Honey, listen, you sit down, practice your breathing, and I'll talk to her.
I'm gonna give you back to Tom. I'm gonna finish the packing.
No, I'll pack. You just sit, okay? Just sit down here, and I'll
look,
pack.
I'm just pregnant. I'm not helpless. Look, this stage could go on for hours. It isn't until they come at 5-minute intervals the contractions are coming. Tom,
Coming now, and that is exactly 5-minute intervals. We got to get out of here. Lila, we got to...
Tom, just relax, drive safely, come on over, and do some deep breathing exercises yourself. Bye-bye.
Margot's in labor, I take it.
Yeah.
Oh.
They're going to drop Adam off here so they can go to the hospital.
Listen, you go on with him if you want to. I'll get Adam bedded down. Don't worry about a thing.
Thank you. I was hoping you were going to say that. I'm just so glad that she's going to labor at home and not on some police duty or an elevator or an airplane like Barbara.
Maybe I should just take a look at Dr. Samuel's letter to put my mind at rest.
Honey, it's nothing but a standard letter that the airlines now require from the doctors of very pregnant women.
Okay.
Okay?
So my mind should be at rest.
Yes.
It is. It's at rest. Now, can we
Yes.
rest?
We can.
Looks like that was my first mistake.
I still can't believe how a simple cop like me got lucky enough to marry a class act like you.
I guess the truth finally be told. I have no taste. Oh, come on. Do you know by now you're the best thing that ever happened to me? Don't you know by now how much I love you?
Well, if I didn't, I guess this little rascal here is proof of that, huh? I'm gonna miss you, Barb. I'm gonna miss you.
What a fool. What a stupid damn fool.
Okay, Jennifer, okay. Shh, honey, it's all right. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
Well, have you noticed how good I am getting in and out of this window now?
Yeah, I have noticed. I'm pretty impressed.
I'll have her page.
Thanks, Patty.
Whoa, here we go, Tom. Okay.
Okay, I got it now.
Oh.
Just breathe normally. Try to relax. Above all, don't worry. Be happy. I'll get you some shaved ice in a cup as soon as we get you to delivery. I already got your favorite music, and I got you the picture of Adam that you like to use as a focal point.
And where is that bag, Tom?
I would have left that in the car.
Great, well, maybe we can have Hulk Hogan run out and grab it for us?
Okay. Well, hello, everybody.
Hi.
How you doing, Margot? All right?
Yeah.
Now, how far apart are the contractions?
Well, they've been a little irregular, between 2 and 4 minutes.
Are they getting any stronger, or are they staying about the same?
Stronger, definitely
No,
stronger.
no, they're about the same.
I see. Patty, would you please call maternity and have them set up a fetal monitor for me? Thanks. Now, you and Tom have been taking natural childbirth classes, right?
Yeah, but we only got through the first 3.
Oh, yeah, but that's okay. I've done this before. I know what to do.
Don't worry. The nurses and I will coach you. You're going to be just fine.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Another one?
That wasn't even 2 minutes.
Okay. I think we better get upstairs. Let's go.
Okay.
Bye.
Dear Hal, by the time you read this letter, I'll be gone. The only reason I didn't tell you I knew Adam was your son and not Tom's was because I was so desperate not to lose you and so afraid that I would. It's ironic because now I've lost you anyway. I went by Lila's this afternoon, hoping we could talk things out. But when I looked in the window, I saw you and Margot with Adam looking so happy together. And suddenly I felt like a complete outsider. An intruder.
No, I'm the outsider, right, Barbara?
When Dr. Samuels told me I was 2 months pregnant, I knew the baby couldn't have been Tom's. But how could I tell him? And I couldn't tell you either, because you were finally with Barbara, with the woman you really wanted to be with. And if you'd known I was going to have your baby, you would have felt obligated to be with me. I know I've done a terrible thing keeping the truth from you all this time. And I admit part of my motivation was purely selfish. But I've also seen how happy you and Barbara are together, Hal. And I didn't want to destroy that.
You didn't, Margot. Barbara did.
A little present for you. I took it over Thanksgiving. Now, is that a happy family or what? you sure you can live with Adam never knowing you're his father?
Yes, I honestly can, because I really think it's the best thing for him.
You're really something, Munson. I am so happy that you and Barbara have Jennifer in your lives now. A child that's part of both of you. I know how much you've always wanted that. And Tom and I have a child of our own on the way, and life doesn't get any better than this, partner.
I can't even tell you, Margot.
So how are you feeling this morning?
Other than incredibly stupid, fine.
False labor is very common, Margot. See, with real labor, the contractions increase not only in frequency, but also in intensity. And usually they're regular. Your contractions were coming at irregular intervals, and they weren't getting any stronger. Now, I'm going to release you, but only if you promise to stick close to home and take it very easy, because it could be the real thing any time now.
Sure, I will. I'll do that. Because I don't want to go into labor in some strange place like an airplane like Barbara Munson.
Well, fortunately, you're not planning any business trips to New York in the near future.
No, indeed, I am not. I guess it must have been extenuating circumstances that Barbara didn't tell me, though, huh? Because I can't understand why you would let her fly, because she had to be overdue when she got on that plane, wasn't she?
Margot, I can't discuss another patient's case with you. I'm going to tell Tom to come in right now, okay? She's all yours. You can go in and see her.
Thanks, Dr. Samuels. You want to come?
Yeah, then I have to go to work. Bye.
Darn. I was looking forward to having a new patient this morning.
You're really chipper for somebody who was up all night. Does that mean that things are better between you and Franny?
Well, I don't know about that. You know, I really thought with Sean out of the picture I'd have a clear shot with things, but looks like I've got some new competition.
Hey, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I kept you up all night, Mom.
Oh, come on. That's what mommies are for.
Oh.
I love you.
I love you, too.
I'll talk to you later at home, okay?
Okay, bye-bye.
See you, Tom.
Thanks. So, what else did Dr. Samuels say?
Oh, well, really nothing else, but I did sound her out about why she let Barbara fly so late in her pregnancy.
And?
And she was real uncomfortable. She wouldn't talk about it at all.
Good morning, Ryan. Good morning. Listen, I hope I didn't make you mad by sending Susan over here last night.
Not at all. You know, actually, I enjoyed the talk. It helped me put things in perspective.
What's going on here?
Well, I sat up all night thinking. Realized I need to make some changes. So I'm moving out.
Back to Mrs. Lafferty's?
No. That was fine for where I was back then, but I'm in a different place now. I figure I've got all this money sitting in the bank. I might as well put some of it to use. I'm gonna see a couple of realtors on my lunch break, see if I can't find me a place.
Sounds good.
But first, I'm gonna stop by my mom's. I'll let her know that I'm not gonna make any trouble for her in hell, but that I won't ever be able to forgive her.
What's important is that I found you, and you're going to have the child that we always wanted. Will you come home with me, Barbara? When I think about Lila losing Casey, life's too short not to squeeze out every moment of happiness you can. We were happy once. I think we can be happy again. Will you come home with me?
Okay.
I love you so much. I'm never gonna let anything come between us again.
You said I could tell you anything and you'd forgive me.
Well, I lied. And you can understand that, can't you, Barbara? After all, you've been lying to me every minute of every day since we came back from Scotland, haven't you? Haven't you?
Honey, shh. It's okay. Mommy's here. Mommy's here. It's all right. It's okay. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I know. Just a little Mommy's gonna talk to Daddy. We're gonna talk some things out, okay?